Hello, welcome. So today's question is minimum window substring. Question simply says that given a two string s and t of length n and m respectively, and written the minimum window substring of s that every character in t includes duplicate is included in the window. So the basically question says that two strings s and t given. Every character of t which is present in t also present in minimum window of which is can achieve from yes. So by taking example, let's take example first which is given here. uh, this let's suppose take here a D B O S. Let's suppose A S is given here, A D and B O and B E C O D, B E B E C O and D and E B A N C, E B A N and C, and T string is given here, ABC. So basically, the question want to minimum window size that these character is contain that window size. Let's suppose we take a window. Let's suppose take window A and B and C. So if we take this window A, B, and C, so we can see that every character A, B, C, A exists in here, this window, B also exists, and C also exists. If we take this window, let's suppose here A from O, but this is also a window which contains A, B, C, but this is a greater than the previous window. So we not consider this window. So the question basically want you uh, find that window which is the minimum length and have the characters which is a b c. So by the test case output here we output is a b a n c which is a minimum. So where is b and c? This here is b a n c is the minimum window which is obtained from s, which contains all the characters of ABC, because A is here, B is here, and C is here. So this is a minimum possible window in S that contains a string T. So what will the approach to solve this question, and so how we approach to solve? So let us see what is the intuition to solve this hard problem of lead code. So basically, simply we want to the window, so you can the got the idea this question can be a sliding window type, sliding window, because question says that minimum window, so you get the intuition from this question is from the sliding window. And you find that the minimum window size, that means this question is lies from the variable sliding window, because there is not a given specific window in the question. We find that window, that means this question is from the variable size window, so we have to find that window. So in sliding window problem, we generally know that declare I and two pointer, and we do the computation j plus plus, and I is the previous and j is the next, and do the computation and find the minimum length of the window size. So what's we going to the what with the approach to solve this question using the sliding window problem? So let us discuss. So in the sliding window problem, we generally know that first in the first step we initialize I is here, which is the I, and j is also here. That means we also name this I is equals to low and j is equals to high. Okay. We also can naming also low and high. High is going to the traversing the whole string, and low is the following the high. So here we assume there is a high and low, know the I and j. So let's suppose we initialize this is a low and high at the first. So this is the initialization of the sliding window. Now we here we know that every character of the t in reside in s. So how we determine every character in present in s? So we have to use of something data structure who can track the there is a present or not. So you got the intuition which is the type of map. So if we create a map, let's suppose create a map, a count is 1, b count is 1, and c count is 1. Why we not take a map of int comma bool? Because question clearly says that we include the duplicate also, not a single character. Every character, that means if a exists, if a b b a b c, so that means two time a in exist and this window size. So that means here we take character comma int type map, which is to solve this question. So let us discuss further. So after initializing the sliding window, now what we do in the sliding window, we simply going to the for loop and traverse this whole string. So basically we traverse the whole string. After traversing the string, if there is a character a b c matched, that means we have that window which is the size of my required string that have these character. And after that we removing the character which is not redundant by the low pointer. So this is the approach to solve this question using sliding window. So let us discuss the code, and after that we try and run the code in the same example so that you can clearly understand the concept. So let us some discuss the some code so you can got the intuition, and after that we're going to solve this question. So in code, we generally what we do, we create an unordered map of character comma int, which is name is letters. And what we do in map, we simply going traverse the string tree or to c of t, and correct store the characters of the t into the our map, which is letters. And after that we initialize a count which is 0. That means a variable count which is counting our that means we counting that window size contains our t character or not. So that means this count is mainly doing the our computation. So let us discuss, and you clearly understand this the after this. And we initialize a low is equals to 0. This variable is basically uh, doing that the where I start our substring in the window of s. So where we start the window, so that it the minimum size, and we initialize a minimum length which is the int max, and minimum start which is 0. What means where we start that string which is uh, do lead to the minimum window. But this is the initialization, this is not a problem. Main is code is going to here. We traverse, simply we want to traverse high to s dot length, as we do in the sliding window problem, 0 to s dot length. If and there is if letters of s dot I, this line means if any letters exist in our map, that means any letter exists in t which is the present in s, which is s of high, is of letters greater than 0. That means count is map is 1, that means there is a letter in t and which is yes. So we increase the count, that means our count, that means our t and count means there is a character in find in that window which gives the t which is the t. So we simply count plus plus, and after that we decrease the count our map. That means that letter is found, then now that is the count is decreased. Okay. And after that doing this, and after any certain position, if count is equals to t dot length, that means if any index, that means our t t, that means our t string is reached to that window. That means we following these computation from the low, because if our requirement is fulfilled, then we going to the low plus plus, because we want to remove that character. So from low to low less than high and letters s dot low is less than 0, then letters of s plus plus. So you cannot understand properly. Let's suppose you can see this code, and now we dry run this same code, and you can clearly understand the question. So let us die and run for this same test case here given. So this is test given here, and now here is high pointer and here is low pointer. So what we do here, if there is a this is a map, and this is a high pointer, this is a low pointer, and we going to the traverse from high to 0 to s dot length. If there is a character which is a present in map, that means if there is a character which is present greater than 0, then present in map, then in a increase the count, which is a count is basically initialized to 0. Then if there is a character is present in map, then we simply increase the count, increase the count which is 1, and decrease the map value which is become 0. Okay. And now if count equals to t dot length, which means all character is found in the window, but count is not a 3, because length of t is 3 and count is 1. So we not going to this if condition. So we going to the for move to this pointer which is I, moving to d here. And after that d, so if d is present in map, so d is not present. So what we basically do, so we not increase the count. So and after that we decrease the count of d, which is the -1, because that means d is extra character in our window. So we generally minus minus. Okay. And after we doing the but and now check, count is not equals to 3, so we move further, which is b here. After b, checking if b is present in map, yes present. So what we do, increase the count which is 2, and decrease the b which is 0. And after that o, after that because of 2 is not 3, then we not move further, and we increase the high plus plus and do the next computation. And after that o is not present in the map, so we not increase the count, and we simply go to the decrease the count of that o. And after that we go to the next computation. Okay, because 2 is not 3. And after here b, after that b is a not a b is not a greater than 0. That means the b is not present in map, so we not increase the count, and we simply decrease the count of b. And not count is not equals to 3. So we going to the next, which is the e, and e is not present in a map, so we what we do, uh, decrease the count of map. Okay. uh, and because what if we decrease, because all the initially is a 0, so we decrease, which is -1. So after that count is not 3, and we going to the further, which is c. C is a present in a map, so we simply increase the count. If we are present, we increase the count, which is 3, and we decrease the count, which is become 0. Now count and t length equals to, if count equals to t dot length, so what we do, we increase the we going to the this low pointer, we remove the redundant letters in our window. Now our window is here to here, but if there is redundant character, then we remove. So what we do, redundant character, if low is less than 0, but which is low, which is a is less than 0, but no, there is a 0 already, so nothing to the redundant. So what we do here, after that not redundant, if low is less than high and letters of s of low, that means if less than 0 redundant character, which is uh, enough, but there is no enough character. So what we do here, we store the minimum length is equals to high minus low plus 1, and minimum start equals to low, and minimum length is high minus low plus 1. So basically store the string. What we do for storing the string? So this is a string over the uh, now till now this is the minimum string that contains abc characters. Okay, so we for storing, so length, what is the length? High minus low, 8, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So what is the length? 7. And what will the starting index, which is 0? Okay, so this is a storing string, not the main concern. Okay, now after doing this we move the next pointer, which is high, that o is a uh, mm, o is not a greater than, which is a present in a map, but is not a greater than 0. So what we do here, not increase the count and simply decrease the value of o. Okay, after that and 3 and t both are equal, count value and t dot length equal, then we go for same, which is the go for same low less than t equals to t dot length. So we going to low less than high if letters of s of low is less than 0. But at low a is not a less than 0, but because a is not redundant, a remains in the window. That means if not a present window, then there is a no answer, so we not remove this a. So we going to the further, which is the d. After going to d, mm, d is a not greater than 0 or greater than 0, so we simply minus 2d. And after that checking 3 and 3, but after checking the 3 and 3 is equal cnt and t dot length, but a is not a less than 0, so we again move further because I'm checking the now this is our minimum window size, but we already store the minimum window this. So why we store this greater window size, which is already stored minimum? So that is not answer. And we after moving to e, after moving to e, and we what we do, e is not a greater than 0. You can see the here e is not a greater than 0, so we not count plus plus, we simply letters of high minus minus, we simply minus of this character. Okay, and we going to the b character. After going to the b character with but at e the same will happen, but a is not redundant, so move further. Okay, b at the b, at the b, b is not a greater than 0 in the map, so we simply decrease the count of which is become -2. And we again what we do here next, we check the 3 and 3 same, but a is not redundant because a is not less than 0. See, there is no meaning for to storing this whole window is a minimum, because we already stored the minimum string. So why we store this minimum? So we move further, which is a. After a, this is the main point to understand. After a, and a is a less, a is a 0, a is a 0, so we not increase the count. So what we do here, a -1. Okay, we decrease the count of -1. And now after doing this, 3 and 3 equal, so what we do here, if 3 is a 3 equal, when the low less than high, if there is a less than 0, that means if this load's character is less than 0, which is now a less than 0 -1, that means uh, we increase the count, which is low plus plus, and increase which is become 0 now. Okay, oh, this is happen while, that means if there is a find, then do we consecutive. And after here low is d, d is a less than 0. Okay, so we increase the count and we move further. And b, this is a low pointer, and after b, b is a -2, then this become -1, and here o is storing here. And after that b, this is o, b no, yeah, o, this o is -2, and we going to -1 because increase the count. and we to move to further, which is b here. Now b is minus 1, and this is become now 0, and this is become 0, and we move to e is minus 2, then we increase the count of minus 1, and we move further, which is c. अब c is not a less than 0, that means अब not a further move. So this will the while is returned. So after that, minimum length is high minus low plus 1. So this is a now window over the minimum. So this is, which is 1 2 3 4 5 6 6. So that means our 6 minimum window is 6. So now window is 6, and what is the starting window? 1 2 3 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 6. 6 over the starting window, and the length is 6. Our window length is 6. Okay, stored. Now after doing the iteration, we move to the n. After doing the n, now what will do en? We simply, n is not present in greater than 0, so we simply n minus 1. After doing 3 and 3 equal, 3 and 3 equal, and we do same, we do same we do same. C is not or less than 0, so we move further, store the string, but there is already stored 6, so why we store 7 minimum length. So now this is the point you understand, pay attention more. C. So what will we do here? C is not greater than 0, not increase the count. Okay, and we decrease the count because we already decrease one move ahead, and we decrease the pointer. And after doing this, in the while loop, but count and t is equal, so what we do here? We see, if we check c is less than 0, that means there is a possibility to decrease the string, so we increase the count and we move further, which is low here, o. Okay, and now at the o is already minus 1, so we increase the count because o is less than 0, and move to the further. And this is our now this is our new window size, which is the minimum. And after doing this, d is a less than 0, so we also increase the count, and this is our window, which is the storing at the minimum. And e is also minus 1, so we 0, and we move to further b. And after the b is 0, that means we not move further, which is while and return, because low is less than 0, but there's not less than 0 because b is 0, so we not move further. And after that, we move the next iteration, which is the uh, after that string. So that means this is low is here and high is here. So this is our the final string, which is the minimum b a n c, which is the minimum string. Okay, so this string we stored because what is the length of the string, which is 4, and the starting character, which is 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. What will be 10 11? So this is how we solve this problem using the dry run. Now you can understand the whole code clearly now. Okay, you can see that we store the count, low, minimum length, and minimum start, and high 0, high less than, high plus plus, we doing that. And if there is a character is greater than 0, then increase the count. And after every iteration, letters of s of I minus minus. And after this, count is equals to t dot length, then simply we doing the while loop. Low is less than 0, and letters less than 0, then if a possibility to decrease, so that is how. And after that, we storing this a minimum length, so we then store. Okay, so after storing this up, there is no such a string possible. That means minimum length is int max, which is initialized, so do we return empty string. If there is a string possible, then s dot save str minimum length, minimum start, that means where we start, and minimum length, which is how much length. So this is a function of the stl of c++. So that is how we approach this question and how solve this hard problem of the lead code. I hope you clearly understand the concept, what we should doing the sliding window here. So if you not understand the concept, please watch and again, so you can relate this code to the explanation well. Okay, thank you for watching.